We're going to continue working on addition this week. Addition is bringing two or more groups of things together to see how many there are in all. For today's lesson, we're going to be writing addition sentences. Please write your name and number at the top of page 275. Take a look at number 1. This is an addition sentence. It shows that two groups are being added together to see how many there are in all. Math sentences can be read, just like we read sentences with words. When we read this math sentence, we say it like this. 4 and 3 is 7. Would you say that with me, please? 4 and 3 is 7. Another way we could read this math sentence is by saying the words plus and equal. 4 plus 3 equals 7. Would you say that with me, please? 4 plus 3 equals 7. Well done. Let's practice writing out that math sentence. Please trace over this math sentence. 4 plus 3 equals 7. Well done. We're going to continue working together. I will let you know when it's your turn to work without me. Please work with me until I tell you that you may move on. Put your finger on number 2. We have an addition sentence that we need to write to show what will happen when we bring these two groups together. First, I'd like you to count how many is in the first group. I see some boogie boards for going in the water. There are 2 boogie boards in the first group. Please write a 2 on the handwriting line. Then some more boogie boards are brought together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 boogie boards that are being added to our group. How much is 2 and 7 in all? To do that, let's count how many boogie boards there are in all with the whole group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 boogie boards in all. Please write a 9 on the handwriting line. Another way we could have counted these is by counting on. Would you practice that with me? We say the number in our first group, and then we count on. Let's practice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whether we counted on or counted by ones, we should end up with the same answer each time. Let's move on to number 3. Please count how many volleyballs there are in each group, then add them all together to see how many there are in all. How many volleyballs do you see in the first group? You should have counted 5. There are 5 volleyballs in the first group. Please write a 5 on the handwriting line. Trace over the addition sign. How many volleyballs do you see in the second group? There are also 5 volleyballs in the second group. Please write a 5 on the handwriting line. Trace over the equal sign. Count how many volleyballs there are in all. You may either count by ones, or you can count on, saying the number in the first group, then counting on. Go ahead and choose, then write your answer on the handwriting line. You should have found that there were 10 volleyballs in all. We write a 10 by writing a 1 and a 0. I could have counted the volleyballs by counting on, saying the number in the first group, 5, and counting on 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or I could have counted by 1, starting at 1 and counting all volleyballs, finding that there were 10 in all. Please turn your page and flip your packet. You may now pause the video and complete numbers 1, 2, and 3 on your own. Then unpause so we can continue on to the next page together. Please finish numbers 1, 2, and 3 on your own, counting how many in each group, and then seeing how many in all. All right, class, by this time you should have completed page numbers 1, 2, and 3 on page 276 on your own. I'm going to move on to the next page. Please flip your packet, and you should be looking at page 277 with me. There are bears at the top of your page and a seagull at the bottom. If you need help, ask Mom and Dad politely to get you on the right page. For this page, we're going to practice making up our own addition sentences. Number 1 has been done for us. We're going to make up a story to go along with it. Then we'll do number 2 together. Number 1. 2 little bears were having so much fun playing. 5 more little bears came to join them. How many little bears came to play in all? To solve this, we would need to count that there are 2 bears in the first group, plus 5 bears in the second group. And if we counted them in all, we would find that there were how many altogether? There are 7 altogether. Very good. 2 and 5 is 7. Can you say that with me? 2 and 5 is 7. Great job. That's how we read addition sentences. For number 2, I'm going to make up a story, and I'm going to draw the story here. Then I'll need your help making the addition sentence for the story that I just wrote. 3 children brought basketballs to school. 2 children brought jump ropes to school. How many toys do the kids have to play with at recess time? To do this, we need to add together the basketballs and the jump ropes to see how many toys there are in all. If you haven't already done so, please copy my picture. Draw 3 circles for the basketballs and 2 squiggly lines for the jump ropes. How many basketballs were brought to school? 3. 3 basketballs were brought to school. Please write a 3 on the first handwriting line. and trace over the addition sign. How many jump ropes were brought to school? 2. 2 jump ropes were brought to school. Please write a 2 on the second handwriting line, then trace over the equal sign. 3 and 2 is how many in all? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 toys in all were brought to school for the kids to share. 3 plus 2 is 5. Please turn your page and flip your packet. We should be on page 278 now. It's your turn to make up your own math stories. Please draw 2 groups of objects in each box. Then write an addition sentence to match to show how many in the first group, how many in the second group, and how many there are in all. When you're all done, you're finished with math for today. Great work. Make sure that you have completed all 4 math pages. 275, 276, 277, and 278.